What if the most powerful emperor in the Andes did not build Machu Picchu to be remembered but to disappear? High above the clouds, where the air thins and sound feels swallowed by stone, there is a city that was never meant to be found. Not a ruin abandoned by accident, not a fortress built for war, but a silent message carved into mountains by an emperor who understood that empires do not fall only by swords, but by time. This is not the story of Machu Picchu as a tourist destination. This is a story of ambition, fear, divinity, and a final decision that changed the fate of the Andes forever. And to understand it, we must begin with a man who refused to be ordinary. Pachacuti, Inca Yupanqui, did not inherit an empire. He created one. Before his rise, the Inca were regional, power-strong, but vulnerable. Their enemies surrounded them. Their future was uncertain. And according to Inca legend, Pachacuti was not even meant to be emperor. He was a younger son, a spare, a man destined to live in the shadow of history until the day the world collapsed. When enemy forces attacked Cusco, the capital trembled. Nobles fled. Warriors doubted. Even Pachacuti, his own father, hesitated. But Pachacuti stayed. He fought. And when the battle ended, something irreversible had happened. He did not just save Cusco, he redefined reality. Pachacuti means he who shakes the world. And this was not metaphor. Under his rule, the Inca expanded faster than any Andean civilization before them. Mountains bowed, valleys were absorbed. Roads stretched like arteries across impossible terrain. A state with no written language, no iron, no wheels yet. One of the most sophisticated political systems on Earth rose with terrifying speed. But conquest was not enough. Pachacuti believed power without meaning was fragile. An empire without divine order would rot from within. So he began to reshape not only land but cosmos. Temples were aligned with the sun. Cities mirrored the stars. Mountains were no longer rock. They were living ancestors. Appas, watching and judging humanity. The emperor was not merely a ruler. He was a mediator between worlds. And somewhere during this transformation, Pachacuti conceived a project unlike anything before it. A city that would not govern the empire. A city that would not defend it. A city that would outlive it. Machu Picchu. At first glance, Machu Picchu makes no sense. It is not on a trade route. It is not easily defensible. It has no obvious economic function. It sits on a knife-edge ridge between mountains, wrapped in fog, overlooking a river that cuts the earth like a scar. Building here was not logical. It was intentional. Transporting stone blocks, weighing tons of steep slopes, without wheels or beasts of burden defies modern assumptions of efficiency. Every terrace, every stairway, every precisely fitted wall demanded staggering human effort. Why? Because Machu Picchu was never meant for the masses. Archaeological evidence suggests a limited population royalty. Priests, astronomers, chosen servants. This was not a city of merchants. This was a sanctuary. But sanctuary from what? To unswear that we must understand Pachacuti's greatest fear. Not invasion, not rebellion, but collapse. Pachacuti expanded the empire so rapidly that he understood a brutal truth. Growth creates instability. The larger the empire, the harder it is to hold together. Cultural differences, local gods, distant provinces. The Inca state was powerful but delicate, and Pachacuti was a man obsessed with legacy. In Inca believed death was not an end, it was a transformation. Rulers did not vanish. Their mummified bodies remained politically active, consulted in rituals, owning land, influencing decisions. A king's power did not end with his breath. So Pachacati asked a dangerous question. What if an emperor could design his eternity? Machu Picchu may have been his answer. The city is divided with uncanny precision. Agricultural terraces cascade down the mountainside, not merely to grow crops, but to stabilize the earth itself on. Engineering feats centuries ahead of its time. Above them, sacred spaces rise. Temples, altars, astronomical markers. Nothing is random. The Temple of the Sun curves with unnatural elegance. Its windows align so that during solstices, sunlight pierces the stone and strikes exact ceremonial points. The Intihuatana, Stone of Fun, misunderstood as a sundial is. Not for telling time, it is a ritual anchor, believed to bind the sun to the earth, preventing cosmic disorder. This was not architecture. This was cosmic maintenance. Pachacati was not building a palace. He was building a failsafe for the universe, as he understood it. Because in Inca cosmology, chaos was always near. Earthquakes, eclipses, droughts, these were signs that balance was breaking. The emperor's duty was to maintain harmony between humans, nature, and the divine. Machu Picchu was positioned at a nexus between mountains, between rivers, between celestial alignments, a place where worlds overlapped, a place where an emperor could retreat from politics and negotiate with eternity. But then something unexpected happened. Pachacuti, died, and the empire continued. His successors inherited not only territory, but expectations. They expanded further. They ruled longer, and Machu Picchu remained strangely quiet. There is no evidence of large-scale military use, no signs of last-stand battles, no records of major political events occurring there. It washes it, but not loudly. And then without fire, without destruction, without conquest, it was abandoned, not destroyed, not looted, not born, simply left. When the Spanish arrived, they obliterated Inca cities. They dismantled temples. They melted gold into anonymity. They erased memory. Yet, Machu Picchu survived. Because it was already gone. The people who knew its purpose had vanished. The oral knowledge died with them, and the forest closed in, swallowing stone with vines and silence. For nearly 400 years, Machu Picchu did exactly what Pachacati may have intended. It disappeared. When Hiram Bingham stood among the ruins in 1911, the world believed a lost city had been discovered. But that is a lie of perspective. Local people knew the site existed. The mountain had never forgotten. What Bingham found was not a city, it was a question. Why would an emperor invest so much to leave so little explanation? Modern scholars debate endlessly. Royal estate, religious retreat, astronomical observatory. Each theory explains part of the puzzle and misses the whole. Because Machu Picchu was not built for us. It was built for a worldview where power, divinity, and time were inseparable. And here is the twist that changes everything. Pachacati did not build Machu Picchu to glorify his reign. He built it because he believed the Inca Empire would not last. He understood impermanence better than his enemies ever did. Machu Picchu was not the peak of Inca power. It was its farewell, a controlled retreat from history, a sacred imprint placed beyond reach, beyond conquest, beyond immediate memory, a message encoded in stone. Empires fall. Balance must remain. The Spaniards conquered land, but they never conquered Machu Picchu's meaning, because the city was never meant to resist invasion. It was meant to outwait it. And as we stand today, centuries later, staring at stones still locked together without mortar, aligned with a sun that still rises on schedule, we realize something unsettling. Pachacati succeeded. His empire fell. His people suffered. His world changed. But his final city still watches the Andes in silence, unshaken, unread, unresolved, not a ruin of the past, but a reminder that the greatest power is not the ability to conquer history, but to step outside of it.